The biggest myth surrounding Samurai Japan is that their success hinges entirely on Shohei Ohtani's arm or bat. But the truly terrifying, history-making reality of this initial World Baseball Classic roster announcement isn't the three MLB superstars. It's the lethal domestic combination waiting in the 7th and 8th innings, an unprecedented bullpen configuration designed purely for global domination. They have quietly assembled a closing tandem that laughs in the face of the world standard. And the best part? We still have 20 names left to drop. Welcome back, true believers and passionate fanatics of the diamond, to 606 Prime News, where we dissect the raw, unfiltered dominance of Japanese baseball. If you thought the World Baseball Classic was a fair fight, you haven't seen the first strike thrown by the newly announced Samurai Elite.
When manager Iwata unveiled those first 8 names, the immediate headline, of course, belonged to the big three: Ohtani Shohei, Kikuchi Yusei, and Matsui Yuki. This is not just star power. This is the core of a world-beating rotation built from experience and pure velocity. Many commentators immediately celebrated Ohtani's return to the national uniform, and rightfully so.
As Kenji, a highly respected former NPB scout, put it, "Forget the hype machine. When Ohtani wears the rising sun, his competitive fire spikes by 30%. His overall ERA might fluctuate in the majors, but put him on the world stage, and he pitches like the 1.50 ace we know he can be, plus the bonus of hitting cleanup." We know what Ohtani brings: a fastball that touches 102 miles per hour and a splitter that generates an astronomical 55% whiff rate against the game's best. But the selection of Matsui Yuki, who has honed his craft in the Padres system, is arguably the silent killer. Matsui's international experience and his southpaw dominance, he's consistently held left-handed hitters below a 200 average in high-pressure situations, makes him the ideal lockdown lefty in a short tournament. Add Kikuchi Yusei, whose major league stability has skyrocketed recently, providing a proven starter who understands the WBC ball perfectly, and the foundation is already gold-plated. However, the true masterstroke, the reason why rival nations should already be scrambling, lies in the domestic relief corps. I'm talking about Taisei of the Giants and Hirata of the Seibu Lions. The common counter-argument you hear is that Japan's pitching depth is overkill, that stacking the bullpen this heavily takes away from potentially naming 2 more powerful starters like Yamamoto Yoshinobu or Sasaki Roki right away. But that entirely misses the modern reality of the WBC. Manager Iwata understands that championships are won between the 7th and 9th innings against lineups crammed with legitimate power hitters. He didn't just select closers, he selected sequential psychological tormentors. Dr. Aoki, a sports psychologist who has worked with several international teams, once articulated the terror of this bullpen. Imagine facing Ohtani in the first, surviving him, and then having to navigate the 8th inning against Taisei, whose straight fastball, averaging 99.5 miles per hour according to the new pitch tracking systems, appears to accelerate mid-flight. It's not just a physical challenge, it's cognitive terror. Then, in the 9th, you face Hirata, who throws a slider that breaks sharper and later than any pitch outside of maybe Devin Williams' airbender. Hirata isn't just good, his slider is a cheat code, generating a 48% whiff rate against MLB-caliber hitters in recent international friendlies. The 1-2 punch of Taisei's sheer velocity, followed by Hirata's devastating horizontal movement, is designed to crush opposing momentum instantly. It is the difference between aiming for the trophy and guaranteeing it. But here is where the plot thickens and the open loop closes. The true secret weapon that manager Iwata has hidden in plain sight, a psychological edge even stronger than Ohtani's overall presence, is the contrast in the middle relief. The selections of Ito and Ishii aren't simply about talent, they are tactical weapons for sequential chaos. Ito throws with a relentless, sometimes aggressive pace that breaks the hitter's rhythm, the kind of pitcher who can induce a dozen quick groundouts and reset the entire game's energy in the 4th and 5th innings. Then you have Ishii, whose unconventional delivery and deep arsenal of off-speed pitches offer extreme contrast to the high-velocity fireworks of Ohtani or Taisei.
Iwata hasn't just picked good pitches. He has selected sequential profiles designed to keep the opposing dugout off balance from start to finish.
This is the escalation, the climax of pitching strategy, a roster built to exploit the very short timeline of the tournament, where unfamiliarity with specific pitching styles means guaranteed mistakes. This initial 8 is nothing less than the most dominant pitching core ever assembled in the history of the WBC, ensuring that even if the bats go quiet, the opposition will be strangled into submission.
The fact that we still have titans like Yamamoto and Sasaki waiting in the wings for the next announcement makes the strongest ever moniker not just hype, but a mathematical certainty. The entire baseball world is watching. Do not miss a single pitch. If you are passionate about dissecting the dominance of Japanese baseball and want the expert breakdown of every roster move, every tactical shift, and every strikeout, make sure you smash that like button, share this video with your fellow fanatics, and crucially, subscribe to 606 Prime News.
This team is built for back-to-back championships. Now tell me, who do you think manager Iwata names first among the remaining 20? The slugger Murakami Munakaka or the ace Yamamoto Yoshinobu? Let us know in the comments below.